All right, can you all hear me? To paraphrase Lincoln, I'm being upstaged. Some people are born into a reputation. Some people acquire one, and some people have a reputation thrust upon them. And this seemed to have been my fate when David called me a week or so ago and asked me to give a bar mitzvah speech. He said, David, bar mitzvah speeches lie within the province of poorly paid rabbis. And what rabbis not poorly paid? Of course, you get what you pay for. I said, you seem to forget. I'm a surgeon by training, amateur psychiatrist by inclination, and an educator by accident. I'm not a bar mitzvah speech maker. As a matter of fact, I found out my own bar mitzvah speech. And that's when I realized that the angel confusion of Debbie fame had been hounding me ever since, even accounting for whatever success may have come my way. When I was a bar mitzvah, in those days, the most favorite present was fountain pens. Every bar mitzvah bacher got about 2-3 dozen fountain pens. And I was supposed to say, today I am a man. Instead, I said, today I am a fountain pen. As a matter of fact, Georgia Jessel was in the audience at the time, and he's used that joke ever since. Out of nostalgia, I myself bought a fountain pen set for Adam. Of course, in those days, they didn't have cross pen and pencils, but I thought of this special occasion, Adam, you can come up and get it now, or I can give it to you later. And I appealed to David that this is not proper for me, that the last incident was purely inspirational and rising to the occasion. And I thought that was the end of it until I received this letter from David. And David wrote, Dear Uncle Vic, here are the maps you requested. As you can see, Rand McNally has nothing to worry about. Good luck. As far as the maps are concerned, I have several here that are duplicated in the back, and you can all purchase them. That's one way that David hopes to help defray the cost of this affair. But I think, in all honesty, he should give you a reduced rate, because if ever the age of confusion was present, it was when David made these maps. It took me 2 hours to get here, and I missed the hors d'oeuvres I heard so much about. Then he says, we can't wait to hear and see you on October the 20th. All our friends look forward to your next bar mitzvah speech. Love, David. Well, my first impulse was to contact the Hollywood lookalike agency and get a lookalike to represent me, figuring that the angel of confusion would be hovering over me and the lookalike might get away with something. But then I realized, since I would have to charge that to David, it wouldn't be fair. And even though Stephen is helping out with his income, the youngest Satinsky ever to work, in fact, I understand that Stephen paid for the hors d'oeuvres. I felt that I couldn't do anything but accept his insistence that I give a bar mitzvah speech. Well, I really didn't have that much to say, so I said, David, I'll do so on one condition. That I could spend a good part of the time, kind of take up the time, by reading the many telegrams that were phoned in. And that would take a lot of time, so David agreed to that, and so I'll read some of the telegrams. This one says, congratulations, Adam. We'll buy up all your extra pens and pencil sets at a good price, and all your duplicate gifts, Taiwan Novelty Company. Happy bar mitzvah. The first 13 years are the hardest. As a newborn teenager, beginning tomorrow, you can start giving your parents a bad time. Teenage upstarts of America unincorporated. Congratulations. Today you are a man. Why don't you come over and prove it? Potomac unit of the Girl Scouts of America. Congratulations, Adam. I would have liked to come to your bar mitzvah, but after having been treated by all the neurologists in your father's group, I'm now a total invalid. She didn't want to sign this because she felt that there'd be too many others and it would be confusing. Congratulations and best wishes. Personally, I wish you'd become a professional doctor instead of a cellist. Good luck anyway, Piotr Gorski. Congratulations. Personally, I'd rather you become a concert cellist rather than a physician. Cello string replacement company. You're just a kid, despite the claim that a kid becomes a man on the day of his bar mitzvah. So I'm not blaming you, Adam. I'm just sore at your parents for not inviting me to your snob affair. Jake the Butcher. And this one reads, me too, Moshe the Tailor. Now here's a serious one. Even though you have 5 years to go before you can vote, I send you my felicitations. Signed, President Ronald Reagan. P.S. Are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? Well, 10 years ago? What about 13? From Vice President Mondale. Congratulations, and be assured that I'm all for prayers in synagogues. P.S. Did President Reagan ask you if you were better off today than you were 4 years ago? There he goes again. From Vice President Bush. Always remember, son, a vote in the hand is worth two in the bush. Congratulations, but just remember, young man, and always keep in mind that girls can read the Torah too. Geraldine Ferraro. Just remember, Adam, your parents have mortgaged up this lavish affair, and I expect you to pay it off in 10 years, beginning tonight with your bar mitzvah presents. Locke's Caterers. Dear Adam, I loved you since our kindergarten days, and I made up my mind to marry you. Bristol Cream. Adam, don't pay any attention to Bristol. I saw you first in kindergarten. I loved you all these years as I've loved no other man. I'm going to marry you. Guess who? One of my predecessors, Benjamin Disraeli, declared, the youth of a nation are the trustees of posterity. Please come to England. We need young men like you, Margaret Thatcher. Come to Israel, Prime Minister Perez. Come home, your parents. Congratulations to the best student in my school. And I don't like this, and I don't tell that to everyone, except on occasion of a bar mitzvah when the family likes to hear such reports. Principal of the Herbert Hoover Junior High School. Dear Adam, I would have liked nothing better than to sing at your bar mitzvah party. But your father, who says he loves you, wouldn't come up with my $50,000 fee. Michael Jackson. And here's another one from your parents. No parent could ask for a more wonderful, obedient son. But we want you to know, Adam, that even though you're the apple of our eye, that since you are a man, it's your turn to take out the trash. Adam, dost thou hear me? Don't think that just because you have been bar mitzvah You can forget Hebrew and the Torah. Sign God. Hey, Adam's apple. It's enough already with the Torah. Just have a good time. Follow me, lad, follow me. Sign the devil. Well, that does the telegrams. And now, for the remainder of my bar mitzvah speech. I thought that I would elaborate on something the rabbi said, but I feel certain that all of you fell asleep during his sermon. And besides, Adam summed it up in one sentence. And so instead, I like to take the portion of the Torah that Adam read in Genesis. And as you remember, there are two major features in his recitation. And one was that God created man in his own image, as Adam pointed out. And the other was that of all the trees and of all the fruit in the garden, the one that stands in the center, the tree of knowledge of good and evil, the fruit thereof thou mayest not eat, for on the day thou eatest thereof surely you will die. Meaning that man would lose immortality. Because God didn't mean on that very day you would die, he meant that you would have surrendered immortality, which apparently was in his original design. And the thought occurred to me that the one theme throughout the entire Bible focuses on obedience. You must obey. Obviously, parents had a lot to do with writing the Bible. Throughout was not only beginning with Adam and Eve, because they did eat of the fruit of the forbidden tree. Incidentally, the Bible never said it was an apple, just refers to the fruit of the forbidden tree. It was the agriculturists who were trying to push apples that put that in. And then we see Lot's wife disobeyed and turned into a pillar of salt. Sodom and Gomorrah, Noah. Right throughout the Bible, we see repeated emphasis on obedience. And so it occurred to me that it was no mere coincidence that Adam was bar mitzvahed on the very day when this portion would have been read. Nowhere has a Jewish bar mitzvah bacha named Adam, symbolic of the first man, in 5,000 years ever had this portion for his Torah. I did research on that. So there must obviously be a message there somewhere. And God, in effect, and I don't want to lay this burden on you because there's no heavier burden than a reputation, Adam. In effect, Adam is the modern prophet. We haven't had prophets for thousands of years. And I think his parents should give him extra respect in this regard. I mean, how many, you could talk about my son the doctor, my son the lawyer, but who could say my son the prophet? And there's a prophecy in there. Of course, Adam wasn't aware of it. But just think what this means. Because from Adam's utterances, we heard the message. On the one hand, obedience. But if you look at the program, and I missed the hors d'oeuvres, if you look at the program, you will find repeated, by spending my life creating beauty through music, I will be continuing the work that God began, from God to Adam. Why music? Because music, more than any other endeavor, is the voice of God. And Adam intends to spread beauty in the brotherhood of man. And this is a great responsibility. Why? Because creativity means disobedience, overthrowing existing thought, rebelling against the status quo. And yet, the Lord commanded, thou must be obedient. Honor thy mother and father so that the days will be long. If you don't honor your mother and father, you'll die. The days will be short. And God just didn't mean December when the days are short. And this is a tremendous responsibility. And Adam is destined to lead the way, combining obedience, which equates with tradition. We must have traditions, and yet we must overthrow traditions. What a great responsibility, what a great task. Even the prophets of old couldn't do that. And here we are blessed, for among our midst, we have a new prophet, someone who can strike a happy balance between obedience and disobedience, equating with creativity, but in an obedient manner. And I'm especially very proud to have discovered something that no one in this room was aware of, that we have among our midst a new prophet. And it is my privilege, by the authority vested in me by the United States government as a surgeon chaplain in the 34th General Hospital during World War II, to impose on Adam a blessing. May the Lord bless and keep you, and may you spread goodwill through your music and your wonderful personality throughout the land. L'chaim. Anybody want to look at these maps, you're welcome to.
Now you know why I invited my Uncle Vic to speak. I want to give one more credit to the people who designed and put together this beautiful room, Laurie Ragstaff and Mary Brennan. And finally, it's time to sing happy birthday. We have two kids whose birthdays are coming up very soon, Andrew tomorrow and Adam the following week. So why don't we have a little happy birthday, gentlemen?
We're going to need some help, so this is for Adam and Andrew. Turn this down a little bit. There we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Adam and Andrew. Happy birthday to you. All right, let's give them a nice round of applause. It's all yours. You have to eat it all tonight.
Play me a tune on that thing.
We might be able to use that a little later. Okay. Okay, I hope we're ready for some dancing. And dessert? Okay, dessert, is it coming out?
Dessert is ready out there, and on this table, ice cream sodas and Irish coffee or whatever you'd like. So you can get in two lines, stand up.
Help yourself. And we're going to play a little dessert music for you. Where is the love? Where is the love? the love you said you'd give to me. Soon as you